Go ahead and call the meeting of the March 3rd, 2025 Paducah Planning Commission, URCDA, to order. Would ask that you all join me by standing and reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Summers, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Benberry.
Present.
Commissioner Carmen. Commissioner Griffin.
Here.
Commissioner Kaler.
Present.
Commissioner Morrison. Commissioner Rhodes. Chairman Wade.
Here. This being the first meeting of the new year, which is hard to believe, March the 3rd, it is officer elections, and I turn it over to Mr. Summers to conduct that transaction.
Thank you, Mr. Wade. I'd like to open the floor for nominations for chair for 2025.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Wade for chairman.
Second.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, do I hear a motion to close the nominations and elect Mr. Wade by acclamation?
Make a motion to close the nominations and make Mr. Wade chairman I didn't want to say that part, by acclamation.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, now we also need a vice chairperson, and would open the floor up for nominations for that position.
I nominate David Morrison.
Second.
Any other nominations? Hearing none, then we'll entertain a motion to elect Commissioner David Morrison to be vice chair and close the nominations and elect him by acclamation.
How do you word that?
Just so moved to be.
So moved.
So moved. There you go.
Made it so easy.
Yeah, you had to say all that other
Yes.
stuff.
Is there a second?
Second.
Call the roll? Or do you want to just voice
We
it?
can do it by acclamation.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by like sign? All right. First on our agenda is the November the 4th minutes, and Commissioner Kaler has those, I believe.
I move that the reading of the minutes for November 4th, 2024 be waived, and that the minutes of said meeting as prepared by staff be approved as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any additions, corrections, or deletions to the minutes that have been provided to you? Hearing none, Mr. Summers, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Kaler.
Aye.
Commissioner Benberry.
Aye.
Commissioner Griffin.
Aye.
Chairman Wade.
Aye. Now the November 19th called meeting.
Okay. I move that the reading of the minutes for November 19th, 2024 be waived, and that the minutes of said meeting as prepared by the staff be approved as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any additions, corrections, or deletions to those minutes? Hearing none, Mr. Summers, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Kaler.
Yes.
Commissioner Benberry.
Aye.
Commissioner Griffin.
Aye.
Chairman Wade.
Aye. All right, next up, new petitions for urban renewal, which I am not aware of any. Then as far as continuing petitions for the planning commissions, I'm not aware of any of those. Is that correct? And then we have new petitions for the planning commission. And we'll start off with the addresses on Olivet Church and Carroll Road. Mr. Summers, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a rezoning request from R1 Low Density Residential and B1 Convenience and Service Zone to M1 Light Industrial Zone. The purpose of this is for a new fueling station which allows The M1 zone allows fueling stations by right as opposed to a conditional use in the B1 zone. M1 zone touches the site on the south, southeast, and southwest, so it is not spot zoning. Also, the future land use map, of which we recently adopted on January 25th, 2025, shows that entire southwest corner between the interstate and Carroll Road and Olivet Church Road to be M1 light industrial. So it is in conformance with the City of Paducah comprehensive plan. The site's an optimal location for traffic flow because this is where a lot of the motorists from Southern Illinois and Greenville and out that way take to get to the regional trade center. There's a schematic plan in your packets, and also on the table in front of you is some exhibits that shows where the building will be laid out, the inside of the building, and the exterior elevations. The new fueling store will be 8,100 square feet. There are proposed to be 29 passenger vehicles parking spaces near the store and 20 semi-truck parking spaces toward the rear of the property. Although the Planning Commission doesn't have to find this as a finding of fact, I would like to point out that there have been changes of an economic, physical, or social nature in the area, namely being the new Amazon warehouse and the triple rail mega site, which has already spurred a lot of interest in different types of industrial uses out that way. Also, as the Commission's aware, there's the new industrial cleaning solvent factory and new residential just down the street. So with that being said, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to turn it back over to you for the public hearing and answer any questions that you all may have. And the petitioners, they are here, and their professional representative is here as well.
Should we have the motion prior to the public hearing? And the public? Oh, that's
Yep.
what I thought, okay. Let's see, I believe Commissioner Benberry has that motion.
I move that this commission recommend approval to the Board of Commissioners and adopt a resolution recommending approval thereof of the requested map amendment from R1 Low Density Residential Zone and B1 Convenience and Service Zone to M1 Light Industrial Zone for property located at 4165, 4175, and 4185 Olivet Church Road and 5408, 5418, 5424, 5430, and 5440 Carroll Road. I further move that this commission adopt the following findings of fact in support of said recommendations. The proposed M1 light industrial zone is in compliance with the comprehensive plan. The most recent traffic count on Olivet Church Road was 4,977 vehicles a day in 2022. Due to location and traffic counts, the R1 low density residential zone is inappropriate for this site. The M1 light industrial zone is appropriate for this site. The M1 zoning classification would support and be conducive to the refueling station. The site is adjacent to the M1 zone on the north, south, southeast, and southwest. Therefore, spot zoning is negated. New development on this site would help to further spur development in the vicinity on underutilized parcels.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Since this is a rezoning, a public hearing is appropriate, and we will now open a public hearing. Would ask anyone to speak who wishes to speak regarding this to approach the microphone, identify yourself by name and address, and then offer your comments to the commission. We're not for questioning. We'll ask those questions of the developers and others later. But if you would identify yourselves once you approach and make your comments, I would appreciate it. So we are now in public hearing. Anyone wish to speak positively or negative about this proposal?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Zach McMillan. You need my address?
Your business address is fine.
201 Broadway, Paducah, Kentucky. I'm an attorney for McMurray and Livingston, and I'm here on behalf of Racetrack. Racetrack is in total agreement with the staff report. The only thing I would add really is that the proposed site is across the street from 2 existing refueling stations, and also there's been some property that's already been rezoned M1. There's 2 parcels to the east of this, rezoned as recently as your last meeting. I do have a couple people here with us. Kevin Eakes is the engineer on the project from Bowl Engineering, and he can answer any questions that you might have regarding the project. And then also Alan Bell is here from Racetrack, if you have any questions for him. If you don't have any questions for me, I'll turn it over to Mr. Eakes.
Okay.
Hello, Kevin Eakes, civil engineer with Bowler Engineering, 209 10th Avenue South, Nashville, Tennessee. Here to answer any questions you may have.
We're in the comments section,
Oh,
so we
comments.
may have questions later.
Yeah, we agree with the rezoning, meets all adjacent zoning. It just is more suitable for the property.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Last call. All right, we'll close the public hearing. Now, commissioners, do you have any comments or questions?
It's just for my own curiosity, where will the main entrance be off of Cairo Road into the property? Will it be off of Cairo Road, or will they come up Olivet Church Road and turn in?
Here, one there, and there's the intersection. I hope that's what he's getting ready to tell us.
So the main entrance on Cairo Road is going to be the western entrance, furthest from the intersection.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So it's actually 2?
We're proposing the second entrance closer. We've had discussions with the Department of Transportation that may be a right-in, right-out only, but we're hoping to get it as a full access. But depending on the traffic study, which we're in the middle of doing a traffic study, depending on those recommendations, that may end up being just a right-in, right-out.
I know that can get congested at times, so putting it to the west is good. Thank you.
Absolutely. Any other questions?
Any other?
Thank you.
All right, hearing none. Mr. Summers, will you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Benberry.
Aye.
Commissioner Griffin.
Aye.
Commissioner Kaler.
Aye.
Chairman Wade.
Aye. All right, our next item is 3840 Technology Circle. Mr. Summers?
Thank you, Chairman Wade. This is a proposal to waive 8 parking spaces for a new CPA office at 3840 Technology Circle. And this is located in Technology Park where CSI and the Courtyard Hotel is located. So there's minimal traffic because those are the only 2 businesses back there right now. As shown on the enclosed site plan, there are 14 spaces being provided by the petitioner. The prescribed number of spaces is 22 for this size of building. The petitioners have attached an assessment which is in your packets, and just for a quick summary of some of the things they pointed out as a reason to have the waiver is appointments and client flow. Only have 5 full-time employees. The size and design intent for the building is to be more of meeting space once in a while. Remote work and servicing, size of the lot, they're going to have a garage inside the structure, and they would like to relocate off a retail corridor to reflect their business model that they have at the current time. The purpose of the planned office park is to provide adequate spaces for permitted use in a park setting. And currently, as I had mentioned, there's only CSI in the courtyard, and As you all know, there is a lot of trees around the periphery, larger lots, more pastoral. Of course, a nice park right in the middle. So this is in compliance with the purpose and intent of the planned office park. Further, it's in compliance with the City of Paducah Comprehensive Plan, which states, a more resilient city and county through enhanced protection of natural landscapes, reduced energy consumption and waste generation, and efficient use and conservation of land and water resources. And that is goal number 6. Also, pursuant to Municipal Order 2863, the Board of Commissioners has adopted three priorities that directly relate to and support the waiver, which is beautification, quality of life, and stormwater. So obviously this is in a area that has enhanced landscaping, and also because there's less pervious surface means less stormwater runoff, which helps everybody in the city of Paducah. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I would like to turn it back over to you. Their professional representative is here to answer any questions that you all may have.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Griffith, I believe you have this motion.
I do. I move that this commission receive and file the application of Jeremy and Sharon White to waive 8 parking spaces at 3840 Technology Circle. I further move that the waiver be approved based on the following findings of fact. 1, the City of Paducah Comprehensive Plan supports reduced energy consumption and waste and efficient use and conservation of land and water resources. The comprehensive plan underscores the importance of stormwater mitigation. The parking waiver is supported by the Board of Commissioners' priorities of beautification, quality of life, and stormwater pursuant to Municipal Order 2863. The redevelopment of this lot could help provide a catalyst for the redevelopment of underutilized lots in this area of Paducah. The 7th reason outlined in the request by the petitioners as included by reference herein further justifies the approval of the request. The approval of the parking waiver would be consistent with the purpose and intent of the planned office park. Additional parking can be provided in future if needed. That's all.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any questions? Any comments? Hearing none, Mr. Summers, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Griffin?
Aye.
Commissioner Kaler?
Aye.
Commissioner Benberry?
Aye.
Chairman Wade?
Aye. I do not believe we have any more business at this point.
Chairman Wade, if you'd like to point out the training for April 20.
We'll do that afterwards, but we'll do it while we're still in meeting. Please go ahead. I'd ask you to remind me of that.
Thank you. I had sent out an email a couple weeks ago about training that David Pike normally does. I believe it's April 24th. So if y'all can make that, please let Nancy know.
That's in Calvert City.
In Calvert City. So everybody needs hours, except for Dave, who just needs 4, but everybody else needs their hours. So, and the other thing I'd like to mention, Mr. Chairman, is we do have a new employee, Morgan Dennis, back there in the back.
Nice.
She will be helping out with Planning Commission in the near future too, doing some things to help out. So, we're glad to have her on board. And that's all that I have, Mr. Chairman.
What was the
All right.
date on that? I'm sorry.
I think it's April 24th.
Okay.
I can double check and have Nancy send that to you.
I'll look at that in just a second. Anything else you want to add? All right. Our next meeting is April the 7th, we hope, that we have things to cover. We stand adjourned at 5:49.
So the story is with my grandson. He came once,
I remember, yeah.
and it was the
I can't do the 24th, that's the quilt
I've
show.
ever had.
Okay.
That was
It is
right
the
at
24th,
one of my
Thursday.
first
That's a
ones.
Thursday.
Okay.
I think we were here.
That's good to know, because I didn't think anything about that.